Now, I hope you didn't set down your popcorn because his annihilation of the Democrats is not even close to over yet. Watch.
You really think that Stephen A. Smith would tolerate crime in the streets to the point where you got to let 3 people in a store at a time? Do you know anything about me? Do you know what I would do as commander-in-chief if I saw crime raiding through our streets and it was affecting jobs and safety and ultimately the economy? Do you know who the hell you're talking to or listening to? Hell, Trump might not have anything on me. With that, I ain't having it. I ain't having it. So I'm just saying to y'all, that's why I'm a candidate. It ain't because I want to. It ain't because I'm some expert. It ain't because I'm some aficionado who's saying that I know more. You know how much I would have to learn? Hell, I don't even know how to pronounce most foreign dignitaries' names. The sad part is that I'd still beat any Democrat out there right now.
The Democrats became these elitists who constructed their policies and ideologies based off the PhD thesis paper of a gender studies professor. Their sole mission became to be the party for these radical, purple-haired, trans activist, pride parade attending citizens of San Francisco, who are all about delusion and depravity and hedonism and virtue signaling and delusion instead of the average, everyday, hardworking American citizen. They proposed defunding the police without even for a second thinking how that would harm the most gun-ravaged communities in America, all because it sounded good in a college lecture hall. And because these people are such narcissists and operate on victimhood status, they demanded that their concerns were catered to the most. And here's where Stephen A. Smith fires into Democrat politicians for having no backbone to stand up to these people.
And you on the progressive left? If you all the way left, okay? If you all the way left, what you gonna do, all the way right? You might not like where somebody is center left, but at least they're closer to the left than the other side. And the center left was capitulating to that. Why? Because you had no strong leadership. You had nobody to tell them to sit their ass down, shut up, and follow my lead. I'm the Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States, not you. We gonna do this my way. They don't have that on the left. And now you got a whole bunch of people running scared, talking about leaving the country because they scared of Trump. Well, maybe if you didn't try to use warfare to get him and you just sat up there and competed with him fair and square about your policies being better than his and articulated that message to the masses, maybe it wouldn't be this way. But you didn't do it. That's why Stephen A. Smith is being polled as a presidential nominee.
When the Democrats made their party the safe space for the sad and the miserable and the anti-American and the people who want to kill babies and the weirdos and the weak men and the victims, of course they had to capitulate to these people because they complained the most and the loudest. And now you've got all these Democrats running around yelling constitutional crisis and saying Pam Bondi dangerous, Kash Patel dangerous. You got Joe Biden issuing all these blanket pardons because they know they cheated, because they upended every norm, turned us into a banana republic, and militarized the government against a former president. All because in his first term, he got a peek behind the curtain and saw how corrupt this thing was and wanted to dismantle it for the American people. But the Democrats couldn't let go of their power and their corruption and their money laundering and knew their gravy train was over unless they took this guy out by any means necessary. So no, Trump's not going after his political opponents. His appointees are cleaning out these agencies that were weaponized. And it just so happens that you, the Democrats, are the ones complicit in this corruption, so you are on the chopping block.